Good morning. Today we are starting from Gullfoss, that literally translates as golden waterfalls, but yeah, I guess this makes sense only in sunny days. If we can see this waterfall today, it's only thanks to a tenacious woman that really put a lot of effort and did everything she could to keep this waterfall alive. In the 20th century, some foreign investors tried to transform this waterfall into a hydroelectric plant. The owner of the waterfall at the time indirectly granted them the permission to do so, to do whatever they wanted with the waterfall. But thanks to his daughter, proceeding with the project wasn't easy at all.
She was a super great woman.
She did anything in her power to avoid this waterfall to be destroyed. She threatened to throw herself from the waterfall. She actually went to the capital more than one time, just walking, because she didn't have any money. And that's, I mean, we are speaking about 200 kilometers by foot on gravel roads. Her action alone didn't directly save the waterfall, but her actions raised the issue at a national level, and the project attracted more and more opposition. The investor finally gave up as they went out of money. Her face is now here. Sigríður, could be that name. Her lawyer later became the first president of Iceland, while she is now remembered as the starter of feminism and ecologism in Iceland, that are now very deeply rooted in Icelandic culture. This is Geyser. It's what gave the name to all geysers in Iceland. All geysers in the world. Geyser is now almost inactive, and we may need several years to see another eruption from this geyser. But we are now heading to another geyser that is really close.
Stop, cool. With the inspiration. Stop, cool.
For a geyser to exist, we need a flow of water underground and an intense magma activity, so that the magma can actually boil the water and create a lot of steam that is then released.
Wow, I didn't know that. It's warm in there.
Now that was cool, but we have to say goodbye to Gayser and go have lunch. In this place, people grow tomatoes in a greenhouse, and we got tomato soup, free bread, and free soup refills. And speaking about bread, why bake it in the oven when you've got hot springs? Yes, you actually can bake bread in a hot spring. Let's see.
Oh, looks very tasteful, huh? So hopefully it's gonna be cooked, as the hot springs, they are full of boiling water. Everything in nature is very dynamic, so the boiling as well. This point now, it's just 1 point, but it can become like 100 points suddenly. That's big enough. We see the rye bread. It looks nice. What makes it special? It's because of the land. All the minerals, they go through the pot and they influence the flavor of everything that you're gonna cook it. Okay, so let's go inside, taste the bread. And actually it's a very nice texture.
Here we are,
Þingvellir.
Þingvellir Park.
We are on Jugberg, did I say that right? And this was the focal point of the first parliament in Iceland. That was also the first parliament in the whole world. When Icelanders moved here, they didn't have a written language yet, and so once a year all the laws were passed orally from one person that was speaking here to, I guess, representative of people from all
Yeah, the chieftains.
Icelanders that were standing right there to hear the law speaker.
And now we are going to the Waterfalls or something like that. Waterfalls.
A waterfall.
A waterfall. And this waterfall maybe seems like a wonderful and magical place, but in the old times people were actually drowned in here, usually because they have killed someone, and actually drowning was the most used application of the law. This path was actually a dead man walking path, because thieves were obliged to walk all this path to reach the gallows.